Assalamu alaikum guys, how are you? Today the topic of the discussion is binomial distribution with geometric and the normal distribution as well. आज हमने डिफ्रेंशिएट करना है, हमने आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि बाइनोमियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कब होएगी, जियोमेट्रिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कब होएगी और नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हमने कब अप्लाई करनी है. तो I am going to link these three and to make a difference between the binomial distribution, the geometric distribution and the normal distribution. Look, in binomial and in the geometric distribution, you have to identify the distribution, whether it is a binomial distribution or geometric distribution, but in the normal distribution, the word normal is mentioned. So इस क्वेश्चन को देखते हैं कि इस क्वेश्चन में हमें कैसे आइडिया होएगा कि ये क्वेश्चन बाइनोमियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन से है या ज्योमेट्रिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इस पे अप्लाई होएगी या फिर ये नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का क्वेश्चन है. आज हमने इन तीनों डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को एक साथ समझना है. दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ योर स्टैटिस्टिक्स कंपोनेंट. बाइनोमियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, geometric distribution and the normal distribution with z table. Here z table is very important, and for z table reading value for z score is also very important. यहाँ आपको z table का अल्टरनेटिव एक कैलकुलेटर टेक्निक भी यहाँ सिखाऊंगा कि आप z table को अवॉइड भी कर सकते हैं और नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को यूज़ करते हुए जी वैल्यू ऑफ जी यूज़ करते हुए टेबल को इग्नोर करते हुए हम वो प्रोबेबिलिटी फाइंड आउट करेंगे जो नॉर्मली टेबल से देखी जाती है. इसका एक अल्टरनेटिव रूट कैलकुलेटर पर भी मौजूद है, वो भी देखते हैं. सो लेट्स सी विद क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 पार्ट ए. फाइंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी that for a random sample of 12 days Moina messages Pasha on no more than 9 days. Before that, on any given day, the probability that Moina messages her friend Pasha is 0.72. Look, n 12 days is given. Probability that Moina messages her friend Pasha is 0.72. That is also given. And the probability that she does not message, that would be automatically 0.28. If N, P and Q are present in any question, it means it's definitely the binomial distribution. And in binomial distribution, N, P, Q are constant. So क्या फाइंड करना है हमने? The find the probability that Moina messages Pasha on no more than 9 days. She does not message after 9 days. So we are supposed to get the probabilities of x less than or equal to 9. So are we going to calculate the 9 probabilities? Means less than or equal to 9. The probability of 9, then probability of 8, then probability of 7, 6 and backward to 1. No, it's going to take much of your time. So it's a sagacious approach. You should go in this smarter way. अगर आप यहाँ पे बच्चों probability of x equals 10, probability of x equal 11 and probability of x equals 12, अगर आप ये तीन प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ फाइंड कर लो और 1 से इसको सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दो तो यू विल बी गेटिंग ऑल द प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ विच आर इक्वल टू आर लेस देन 9. यस, दैट्स अ सगैशियस अप्रोच. सो आई एम गोइंग विद दिस वे. 1, the probability of x equal 10. So the formula for the probability is NCR. N is 12, NCR 12C 10, and the probability is 0.72. So you can write 0.72 to the power 10, and the probability of Q is 0.28, and whole power will be 2 This is the probability of when x is equal to 10. The second one, 12C11, it's 12C11, and the probability for P is 0.72 whole power 11, and the probability of Q is 0.28, and the probability and the power is 1. And for the third one, it should be like 12C12, and the probability that Moina messages Mr. Pasha, that is 0.72, and the power is 12. NCR P to the power R, and Q, that is 0.28 to the power 12 minus 12, that is 0. So by using your calculator, you are going to get the calculation like 1 minus the result of all these probabilities by using your calculator will be 0.3037. When you subtract this number from 1, because the sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1, then you are getting this thing 0.69629, which is equal to, up till 3 significant figure, 0.696. That's your answer up till 3 SF. So this is the same answer if you try to get all the 9 probabilities from 1, 2, 3, 4 up till 9. You are getting the same answer, but you are also getting the same answer if you go for this smarter approach. Just get the probabilities of x equals 10, x plus x equals 11, and then plus x equals 12, and subtract it from 1. You are getting the same answer for the probabilities of x that is less than or equal to 9. So coming to the part 2, now we are going to read the part 2. Moina messages Pasha on 1st January. बच्चों और से ज़रा इसको देखो. 1st January को मोइना मैसेज करती है पाशा को. Find the probability that the next day on which she messages Pasha is 1st January. The 5 January. If she messages on 1st January, this is 1st Jan, this is 2nd Jan, this is 3rd, this is 4th, and this is 5th Jan. She messages on 1st January, but she does not message on 2nd January. She does not message on 3rd and the 4th, but she messages on the 5th one. It means the event does not occur. The event of messaging to Mr. Pasha on 2nd January does not happen. So if the event does not happen, it means that is Q. Q means the event that is not happening. If she is messaging Mr. Pasha, that is P. That is considered to be the success. So 2nd, that is also failure. And on the 4th Jan, that is also the failure. But on 5th January, she messages Mr. Pasha. So she fails. Fails means she does not message to Mr. Pasha. On 3rd January, she also does not text Mr. Pasha, and 4th January, she also, but on the 5th January, she does messages. So Q raised to the power 3 and P raised to the power nothing, the 1. Here, this is the formula for your geometric distribution. Q to the power n minus r and then P. If the success is occurring on 4th day, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and the 5th, 1, 2, 3, and 4th, which mean कि R is 4. R is that particular day or that particular turn when success occurs. Repeat the experiment until you get success. So that is the hint for your geometric distribution. This is actually geometric distribution. Your x is distributed geometrically. So q to the power 3 into p. So q is the probability that she does not message Pasha, that is 0.28 to the power 3, and the probability that she does message, that is 0.72, and if you multiply these two, that will give you the final answer of 0.0158. So this was your geometric distribution. In geometric distribution, R is mentioned. R is mentioned, and R is that particular event when success will occur. Sorry, this formula will be like this, not n minus r. In geometric distribution, r n तो होता ही नहीं है, that would be r minus 1. In geometric distribution, r is at 4th day. R is that particular turn when you get your success. So on 1st January she messages, leave this. On 2nd January she does not message. On 3rd January she does not message. On 4th January she does not message. But on 5th January she does message. So on 4th day there is P, there is success. So the formula is q to the power r minus 1 p. In geometric distribution, n is not given. N is not given, but r is given, and r is that particular turn when success occurs. So the second condition is how to identify the geometric distribution. Repeat the experiment until you get the success.